In the Form 12th Economics, chapter number 4, Poverty, in continuation with the same chapter, it is the frame number 6, and in this frame we will finally see about the poverty line. In the previous frames we have seen about the various types of estimations, the recommendations of various committees and efforts and attempts done by the Planning Commission of India and the government. So ultimately, as per the Tendulkar Committee report, the poverty line is an imaginary line which discriminate or differentiate between non-poor and poor. The people who are above the poverty line, they will be considered non-poor, and the people who are below the poverty line, they will be considered as poor. In other words, poverty line decides the categories of non-poor and poor. In India, the method to determine the poverty line by the monetary value of monthly per capita expenditure on the consumption, that is MPCE of minimum calorie intake, that was estimated at 2400 calories for the rural person and 2100 calories for the urban person. Based on this, in 2011 and 12, the poverty line defined by Suresh Tendulkar Committee for rural areas as consumption worth of rupees 816 and for per person a month, and for urban areas it was rupees 1000 per person per month. It means, according to the Suresh Tendulkar Committee report, which has been accepted by the government to determine the poverty line, in the rural area, if he or she is able to spend rupees 816 per month, then he will be above the poverty line. Or if he is not able to spend rupees 816 on the consumption expenditure, then he or she will be considered below poverty line. And same in the urban area also, if we see, if a person or individual is able to spend more than 1000 rupees per month as the consumption expenditure, he will be above poverty line, he is non-poor. And if he is not able to spend rupees 1000 per month as the consumption expenditure, he will be considered below the poverty line, he will be considered as the poor. Now, in this topic we will see there are subcategories, okay, about the poor and non-poor. So we will see three of the categories. One is the chronic poor. Chronic means prolonged, for a long time. Then transit poor, which is often, sometimes, like that. And the category of the non-poor, which is never poor. Okay, so for this I have taken these 5 diagrams, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Are you able to see? It is the first diagram. Here we have taken the income of the people. The first diagram tells about the category, it is called the specific category. In the first diagram it is always poor. Always poor means the people or individuals who never able to attain the poverty line and they always remain below the poverty line. There are many of the examples in the society. We see the beggars, we see the people who are living in the slums areas, orphans, beggars and refugees also. It is very big problem worldwide. So generally they are considered in the first category, that is the always poor. It is the specific category. In the second diagram you are able to see the people, they seldomly or rarely crosses this poverty line. This dotted line is poverty line. So they seldomly or rarely, very rarely, they crosses this poverty line. So they are come under the subcategory of the usually poor. So for example, some of the self-employed, very small vendors are there. We see the children who are child labor, and small vendors who are sitting on the footpath and selling small items. And many of the child labor we see in the trains and bus stand like that. Bonded labor in the villages, they are usually poor, and the shepherds, they are also come under this category of the usually poor. So these two categories, always poor and usually poor, they makes the aggregate category of chronic poor. Chronic means the poverty is a prolonged feature for these always poor and usually poor, and ultimately they have been categorized in the category of the chronic poor for a long time or prolonged duration. In the third diagram, it's the category of the churning poor. Churning poor means they sometimes cross the poverty line and able to spend the money that has been determined, and sometimes they are below poverty line. So they are generally in the seasonal workers, landless labor, temporary factory laborers, push cart holders, means in Hindi that is thele wala. So generally these categories called the churning poor, who sometimes become crosses the poverty line and sometimes below the poverty line. So it is zigzag type. And in this fourth diagram, this is occasionally poor, means very rarely poor, means they have enough money that they are able to spend the above said limits. In the rural areas rupees 816, and in the urban areas rupees 1000, they are able to spend money, and where very rarely sometimes they are below this poverty line. So they are called occasionally poor. For example, small traders, temporary employees, small farmers, auto taxi drivers, small shopkeepers, vegetables sellers, etc. We can put, it's not a confined category, but it's a, I have tried to generalize the examples. Now, if you see this fifth diagram, this income line is always above the poverty line. It means the people or person who have been categorized in this category, they do not even touch the poverty line, and they are always above the poverty line. So they are called never poor. For example, permanent employees who have regular salaries, big shopkeepers who have lot of profits, some traders, businessmen, landlords, etc. These are called the never poor. Now, these two, first and second, this first and second, they comes in this chronic poor category as the aggregate category, means for a long time, prolonged duration. This third and this fourth one, they come under the transient poor, means sometimes poor, sometimes non-poor. And this fifth, that is the never poor or non-poor. So this way we have also categorized these classes. One is chronic poor, second is transient poor, and fourth is non-poor, third is non-poor.